Routine foot trimming should be avoided in most cases. As already said by Catherine, infectious diseases can be spread from sheep to sheep, from hoof to hoof. And trials carried out in the UK, they found that sheep which were routinely trimmed had higher incidence of foot rot than ewes that weren't. So what we basically have here is a healthy hoof. Some farmers would be tempted to trim here, but in essence what they would be doing, if they trimmed this hoof first, they could be transferring the bacteria from this hoof to this one. So if you need to trim, you should be disinfecting your shears between each hoof and between each ewe. So the shears should be dipped in disinfectant. And then if you need to trim, you trim it. But in general cases such as this, healthy hoofs shouldn't be trimmed. Routine foot bathing is crucial for the control of scald in the flock. First thing to do is to make up a 10% zinc sulfate solution in the foot bath. We do this by measuring the amount of water in the foot bath, and this foot bath behind us here, we have 120 litres of water. So to make up a 10% solution, we need 10 kilos, or it's 12 kilos of zinc sulfate. So we've weighed out here 12 kilos of zinc sulfate, and we have water. So we'll add the zinc sulfate to the water in a bucket. We'll stir it up till it dissolves. Then we'll pour it evenly into the foot bath. And we'll do that for the entire 12 kilos. One of the critical things in foot bathing sheep is foot contact with the solution. You can see here, ewes walking through it. The total contact time is only 4 seconds. What needs to happen is you need to shut the front gate of the race and let the sheep stand in the solution. And they need to stand in the solution for 3 to 4 minutes before they're passed out onto a clean concrete area. The mistake a lot of farmers make is that they have the hoofs clean, the sheep stand in the solution, but then they go out to a muddy area. Now that the ewes have stood in the bath for 3 to 4 minutes, we can let them out onto a clean concrete area where they will stand for an hour for the solution to dry into the hoof.